there's 2 minutes for cameras, and then there will be more music, and then Melissa will speak.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Salome, for the introduction. You know, over the past couple of days, I've been thinking really long and hard about the moments that Inger and I shared one on one together. There were quite a few. And I wanted to put as many of them as I could down and make it as poetic as possible because I know that Inger would have really appreciated this. Inger Lorre was obviously a brilliant singer and songwriter, and I think this is more than appropriate for her at this time. So, if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to share a few words with you. In the continuum of the ethereal existence, you may have found your spirit body adrift, navigating the intricate tapestry of time and space, where moments coalesce in a kaleidoscope of experiences none of us here this afternoon could even begin to fathom. At the same time, each breath you took, Inger, during your tour within this physical world was a testament to what is the transient nature of being. To many, your music unfolded as an enigma, a labyrinth, stirring up thought and emotion within others. At times, a ceaseless quest for an understanding of connection or value while surrounded by naysayers. When it came to art, both Inger and I would consider, examine attentively and deliberately various ways of summoning, or shall we say, channeling our own personal Apollo, all while sharing personal struggles with a joy and sorrow paradox, laughing over personal stories of anguish in Mount Washington. In the quiet solace of dawn breaking upon the horizon, at times various individuals would meditate on the true essence of Inger's plight. However, her talent lay not in grand revelations, lyrical incantations, or some kind of providential guidance, but subtle nuances of connection, emotion, and even compassion, while in that writer's flow state we both acknowledged on several occasions. At times, this somehow brought about a recognition of our shared humanity at the same time. Every encounter with Inger's vibration presented opportunities for personal growth, a kind of selfless advancement, or a judge of one's potentiality through music and lyrics. Various times throughout life, in our own way, we all bask in light and scream in darkness. These two things are certain. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, Inger's presence taught me how to stimulate vast amounts of creativity during the fall of my 30s. A knowledge, a knowledge of practice, a knowledge of wisdom during one particular winter as I found myself in the springs of life, alchemizing dark into light, both physically and metaphysically through the spoken and written word. Music was merely a springboard into a newly found rabbit hole foretaste of ingenuousness. I don't think a guy like you can deal with an untold story inside himself. I certainly fucking couldn't, she said on several occasions. On multiple occasions, Inger and I entertained the notion of death being ungrounded, and how fearing transition is fearing something as natural as life itself. In truth, there is an interruption of place, but not of state. There is an interruption in the sequence or relationships between the individual and the material body, but no interruption in the continuity of life, the energy within that body. Inger's energy was indeed undeniable. You could hear it in her voice and in her music. As much as we may want this at times or not want this at times, we can't have one without the other. None of us can. One implies another. As the saying goes, just as it is the silent pause which gives sweetness to the chant. Consider the laws of polarity, good and evil, love and hate, attraction, disconnection, and life and death. Much like life and death card in tarot, unlikely representing physical death, but a new beginning, an increase in consciousness perhaps. Water and steam are but 2 degrees of the same thing, etc., etc. Now, I bet many of you here today have become aware, and those of you that have not become aware in your own time, I hope that you are aware of the fact that death implies a new beginning. meaning there is no real death, only veils separating one chapter of life from another. Life will never cease, and the true self is an immortal being, whether in body or out of it. I would like to believe that Inger Lorre Wenning's essence, true essence, is not dead. She is just simply something else, somewhere else. Thank you, Inger, for helping me to recognize how to utilize my own frailty, my own vulnerability, using nothing more than a pen while trekking through a darkness in which we were both conversant, and slowly but surely making way towards a portal to the sun. I hope you have found peace, Inger. Thank you for letting me speak.
All right, Jordan, that was awesome and so touching and really cool. Tex Mosley and Doug Cox coming up.